Dudes cracked in the head with bottles? Jay-Z allegedly chased around the couch? And 50 Cent's DJ thrown in the back of a van. These are all characteristics of the late great Big Pun and just how ruthless the rap game was back in the day. The 50 Cent Big Pun beef especially lived up to all the hype. Now we all know Big Pun would slaughter just about any MC that came at him. However, some hip-hop fans may not know that Pun wasn't backing down from no action in the streets either. Perhaps the craziest story is him allegedly kidnapping 50 Cent's DJ and throwing him in the back of a van. I'll have that full breakdown later on for y'all, but first, just in case some of y'all don't believe it, here's a clip from Forbes DVD of Cuban Link talking about the rumors of Big Pun cracking Jay-Z in the head with a bottle. Cuban Link even went on to roast Jay-Z about the time that Big Pun and Fat Joe allegedly chased him around the couch. Here's what he had to say during his interview with Doggy Diamonds.
Then we have the infamous story of the Jay-Z confrontation in the club. Was you there for that?
It wasn't, yeah, but it was, people got it twisted with that. It was 2 altercations with Jay-Z. It was
okay.
That one, the club in Carbons,
yeah,
that was a whole different thing. That was, Jay-Z wasn't even there.
Yeah, because the story keeps saying that Pun hit Jay-Z in the head with a bottle and all that shit.
That time it was Bleak.
Okay, Bleak got rocked with the bottle.
No. Bleak rocked niggas with the bottle.
Oh, somebody from Terror Squad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bleak rocked somebody from Terror Squad.
You know, you just cleared up some crazy shit just now.
Oh, well, this is what.
All right, tell us what happened.
It was Bleak and them niggas that somebody from, at the time our camp, Terror Squad, got rocked with a bottle. Niggas came back to the VIP bleeding, and then after that, got it popping.
Okay, yeah, because we keep hearing somebody hit Jay-Z with a bottle.
Nah, Jay wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Nah, Jay was there in some other though on the tour. Yeah, one of the tours that we was doing. Yeah, they had a little private meeting. I think it's because of after that situation that happened. And then, Joe and Pun went to meet him inside a room. And, Jay was, I'm a track star inside the room, around the couch.
Okay.
And, that's what I know. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that probably everybody don't know, but I know.
Okay.
And,
you just put some shit out there.
Yeah.
Big Pun and Fat Joe ran down on Jay-Z.
But he was by himself too, but
that's the headline right there. Cuban Link tells the story of how Fat Joe and Big Pun and those some big.
In Jay-Z's defense, at the end of the day, Jay did see me one time in a DMX listening party, and he came up to me and he said, "Yo, Cuban," and I said, "Yeah, what's up, baby?" He goes, "At the end of the day, it was never personal."
Yeah.
Like even with Pun's beef with Jay was never personal. It was more of what Joe was implicating and putting in his head, and it was more jealousy towards Jay. Yeah. It wasn't even real. They had a situation. Jay did him dirty. Nothing. It was just like Joe always felt like Jay was telling everybody his story, like Joe's story, like he was direct and Jay was fake.
Can you imagine Big Pun and Fat Joe chasing you around a couch? That almost sounds unbelievable. However, according to Tony Sunshine, it's all true, and Big Pun would get at rappers back in the day, especially 50 Cent. Tony Sunshine is about to explain to y'all exactly how crazy the beef between Big Pun and 50 Cent got, and he also reveals 50 Cent's hidden agenda behind dissing Big Pun. Here's what he had to say on Hip Hop News Uncensored.
But the beef was real. Like, we was really out there putting in work, and we had to do what we had to do to be taken serious.
I want to ask about one of Big Pun's lines when he said to the 50 Cent rapper, I think he said something like, if you get
to the 50 Cent rapper, very funny, get your nut off, because in real life, we both know I'll blow your motherfucking nut off.
Right.
Featuring Tony Sunshine. We don't make songs about you you don't like. If we're going to make a song about you, it's going to be on How We Beat You, featuring Tony Sunshine. That was just to let it be known how official we was and how we wasn't willing to take no type of disrespect from no one of no caliber, of no race, of no age, of no kind. I guess they chose to come at Pun and come at some of the fellas in the game, because who else? Who else in the game? Really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who with no disrespect in no shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? And I say this because there's a lot of good niggas in the game and there's a lot of real motherfuckers in the game. But at that time, who was realer than us?
Big Pun kidnapped 50 Cent's DJ with an Uzi and threw him in the back of a van. This beef went way beyond hip-hop, y'all. DJ Who Kid tells the hilarious yet terrifying story about how Big Pun set him and his crew up. Who Kid also talked about how he convinced Pun to let him go by agreeing to do something real grimy to Jay-Z. Here's what DJ Who Kid had to say on This Is 50.
Joe and Big Pun.
I didn't tell my manager. I DJ with Flex at this club in Queens. Somebody tricked me into meeting them in Harlem, but it was actually Pun that was on the phone. But I thought he was a promoter. I was wondering why he was breathing crazy or whatever. Weeks before, there was a diss record that Source Money put out because I think Jay-Z and Pun had beef in the club, and I think they hit Jay-Z with a bottle or some shit. Jay-Z was sleeping, whatever, in the back. So Jay-Z never responded, but Source Money responded. But I think I had the only record at that time dissing Pun like really bad, like talking about killing Pun, family members, all kinds of stupid shit. But I was the only DJ who had it. Now Pun calls me again to meet him in Harlem. And here I am thinking I'm talking to the promoter. So I get to Harlem to meet in front of the Apollo to get $1,000. And at that time, $1,000 is a lot of money. I never saw $1,000. I told him, don't call my manager. I'm gonna come pick up the $1,000. So when I get there, I didn't see anybody there yet. I thought it was some bullshit, like it was some shit. So I get back on the payphone. I went across the street, went on the payphone, and I called Pun again, but I thought it was the promoter. So I started yelling. I used to yell at the promoters all the time. Like, so Pun is like, yo, who the hell is this Who Kid guy? Like, he just cursed me the fuck out. Like, so they got guns, cars, all kinds of stupid shit. So they come into Harlem. I'm waiting and waiting. And I finally see a Benz come up with a Spanish kid in it. So I was like, whoo. Me and my boys was like, yo, Shane, we're gonna get this G, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were like, whoo, we're gonna get this $1,000, yo. Like, I never got $1,000 before.
Never.
So the dude got out the car. He was like, ooh, kid. I was like, yo, that's me, kid. Yo, I'm right here. So I get out. I get the fuck out, right? So I go to him. He's like, yo, we're on 136th Street. You know, behind, I don't know what street, but it was like a dead-end circle, like in the project. You know, they got the circle. He's like, just follow me, kid. We're gonna go speak to Flex. We're gonna chop it up. Flex is in the car waiting for you. So I was like, ooh, we're gonna go chop it up with Flex too, yo. And then the way they had it set up, yo, it was the perfect setup because it was a circle. You know, the two big projects, three buildings, two on the side, one in the middle, and it's a circle. The van was in the middle, and the van was a hooked up van. The van had rims, had fire on it. So I was like, yo, Flex is here, yo. Flex had the hooked up cars or whatever.
Right.
So in the van, I'm getting close to the van. I see a Spanish kid in the van, like the driver. I was like, yo, this guy, Flex has like Puerto Ricans hanging with him and shit, right? I get even closer, so the door starts sliding now. The door's sliding open, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm looking, it's still dark in there, but I see like a big image in there, right?
A big image?
So I'm like, yo, Flex game mad way, is that big Cap? So I got closer, I was like, yo, is that Cap in there, yo? So but in my head, I didn't even think about the mixtape not once until I got really close, and then now I see Pun. I was like, oh, Pun had a Uzi, I'll never forget this shit. Pun pulled out, yo, Uzi, so I closed my eyes, right? So when I closed my eyes and when I opened them, I was in the van. That's how fast I got in the van. So he was like, you know, the record that you put on your CD, no other DJ put it out. And I was like, word? Are you serious? You know, I thought everybody had the same record. So I'm in the floor of the van, like on my, like kind of like on my knees, like Pun is like telling his boys to chill. I'm gonna explain to you that this record right here got the Latin Kings laughing at me. That's why you're here. It's not because I wanna rip your head off, but I look crazy because in the streets, I'm respected by the Latin Kings. Like, you know, he was like, yo, on the next mixtape, I want you to intro, say Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck out of here, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was saying, I'll do whatever. Just get me the f out of the van.
How in the world did 50 Cent survive going at Terror Squad, D-Block, Nas, Jay-Z, and a list of other heavyweights in the game? His beef with Nas especially could have got real crazy. 50 was mad at Nas because of his connection to his enemy Supreme. However, you're about to hear why 50 Cent didn't get Nas when he had the chance to. And also why Nas didn't body 50 Cent in G-Unit when he had the chance to. Click the video on the screen to check that out. Peace.